Hello, my name is Xingxing Wang and I'm from China. I got my undergrad and master's degree at Purdue in Aeronautics and Astronautics engineering. This is my 10th year at Purdue and 4th year as a PhD student. My main research is on the atmospheric plasma jet and the nanosecond discharges. One of my research focuses on the nanosecond pin-to-pin discharges. When you are thinking of this type of discharge, you can directly compare it to the sparks that's used in cars. But what's so special about nanosecond discharges is that the voltage increases so fast that it can go to the much higher value required for a breakdown, which means the energy can be deposited into the volume in a much faster manner and more efficiently as well. Nanosecond discharges have been widely applied in the field of combustion for multiple purposes. They have been utilized for sustaining fuel in combustion by providing a substantial amount of active species, as well as for additional gas heating. Other relevant combustion applications include increasing of flame speed and mitigating flame instabilities. In the field of aerodynamics, nanosecond discharges have been utilized in the form of dielectric barrier discharges on the surface of an airfoil, which are known as plasma actuators. The boundary layer is modified through gas heating, which leads to a delay of the flow separation and ultimately results in a reduction of drag. Other aerodynamic applications of nanosecond discharges include shockwave modification and instability-induced flow manipulation. Furthermore, nanosecond discharges operating at atmospheric conditions has also found merit in a diverse range of fields such as medicine, nanotechnology, material processing, and sterilization. One of the most important parameters that we measured for the nanosecond discharges is the temperature, which is ultimately a direct measurement of the amount of energy that's been deposited into the volume. Two of the temperatures that we measured in the experiment are the vibrational and the rotational temperatures, each representing the energy level of the molecules in certain kind of motions. The vibrational and the rotational temperatures in the experiment were measured by optical emission spectroscopy. The band of spectrum to be studied is the nitrogen second positive system. In this way, the rotational temperature of the nitrogen can be directly correlated to the bulk gas temperature due to the very fast relaxation time. Optical emission spectroscopy on nitrogen second positive system has been widely utilized for evaluating the rotational vibrational temperatures for the nitrogen-contained plasmas in a lot of experiments. It is based on the idea that photons with certain frequencies are emitted when excited nitrogen molecules are relaxing from a higher energy level to lower one. The energy of the photon emitted corresponds to the energy difference between the two energy levels. By analyzing a collection of light emission signals within a certain frequency range, one can evaluate the rotational and vibrational temperature of the plasma. Corresponds to the energy stored in the rotational and vibrational motion of the nitrogen molecules, respectively. This is a typical voltage and current measurement for the nanosecond discharge, where the blue is voltage and the red is current. The temperatures are measured as shown as 4 dots around the time of 50 nanoseconds. As you can see, the temperature measurements were only about 20 nanosecond duration among this 100 nanosecond pulse. This is because the second positive system spectrum is only visible at a high enough voltage level. This makes OES measurement not applicable for the whole pulse period, not to mention after the pulse where temperature is still decaying. So as one can see, the temperature measurement by OES is limited to only a very narrow period of time. In order to acquire gas temperature information when photons are not actively emitted, a novel probing pulse method is introduced. It is based on the idea that after the high voltage pulse causing the discharge, a second high voltage pulse will be sent to the electrodes after a certain amount of time to limit local reduced fields so that second positive emission is reignited.
By utilizing the probing pulse method, we are able to acquire temporal evolution of the temperature even microseconds after the nanosecond discharge. As shown here as an example, a temperature of 3500 Kelvin was measured 10 microseconds after the discharge. It is also demonstrated that it takes approximately 1 millisecond for the gas to cool down to room temperature.
The probing pulse method proposed in this work enables us to acquire a full dynamic temperature evolution during the decay. Furthermore, it can also be applied for a spatially and temporally resolved gas thermometry in variety kinds of gas mixtures, for example in combustion. Thank you for watching, and please refer to our YouTube channel and the website for more information.